Hello, my Aloha tribe, and welcome to the Aloha Perspective. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. I know, I had to think about that. I'm telling you guys, the struggle is real today. Oh, it's so real that I have my little turtle here. I know the movie Braveheart is historically inaccurate, but I named him Braveheart just because when I got him, I mean, it looks like the spear, right? So, good morning, baby sibling. So, I named him Braveheart, and he's helping me fight the good fight right now. So, anyways, let's get going with, good morning, older sibling. Let's get going with some self-care cards, and then we'll do the getting into the Vortex, which I have renamed to really kind of mean getting into self-awareness, which will help us, really kind of, it's more like decorating now the house of self-love that we built in the last 30 lessons. So we're on number 3 of 60, and let's get going here. All right, that one popped out, so we'll start there. Sorry. So anyways, for baby sibling, happy hump day. So movement is always good. Movement can be absolutely 100% amazing, and I know sometimes it's hard because you're like, I don't want to, because the struggle is real. And for me right now, like I said, the struggle is real, and even just trying to move is just like, but it can help. So if you can really just kind of lean into that, all right? So movement can really help with self-care, and any kind of movement, dance like no one's watching, right? So, connect with water. This is definitely validation for me. I connect well with the ocean and, any kind of body of water. I love the ocean. So I think that that's, probably a big thing for me and probably something I should do. But connecting with water, if you are near a body of water or if you have a swimming pool, it can be very relaxing. It can be very calming, right? And relaxing, especially if you get a nice little breeze and the water's just kind of, even if you're in a swimming pool and the water's just kind of doing the thing. There's a commercial out here in the United States. I think it's a Velveeta commercial, and there's a woman and she's just sitting there and she's dipping her toothpick into like a mac and cheese bowl, and then you find out she's just sitting in a kiddie pool in a floaty. So see, even that can help. It's just about the movement really and the relaxation of connecting with water. Even if you just dip your toes in, right? So no, you don't have to dunk your whole self in. I mean, if you want to just dip your toes in, that's great. Clean your space. Clean your space. That can help open up the flow. I mean, that can really help open up the flow and really kind of just, it can be less overwhelming if there's like piles and piles of stuff. So clean your space. Singing. I haven't done that in a while. I should probably get back to that. But singing, I love singing. I'm not the best singer in the world, but I love just, closing my door, turning on my headphones, and just, like I'm having my own personal concert. But it can't help. It really kind of raises that vibe, right? It raises that vibe and makes you feel all excited about stuff. So there you go, singing. And the last one, dream journal. Yeah, let's skip that one. I mean, not everybody remembers their dreams. Lately, I have not been remembering my dreams, but, which is funny, because usually I do, until older siblings started asking me, did you have any dreams? It's like, I can't remember them. So, anyways, yeah. And then, let's see, the last one. Hydrate. You can sit in the water or you can drink it. Don't drink the ocean water. But yeah, make sure it's clean water, okay? You don't want to drink dirty water, but I'm just trying to be stupid. But yeah, so hydrate. Hydrating is very, very necessary in self-care. It can make your skin less dry. It can make your skin more supple. I always notice when my lips get a little thin that I haven't drank enough water. And so then I drink water and they poof up a little. So hydrating your body is really good. In fact, there's a little test you can do, right? See, look, my skin, if you do this, the pinch test, and your skin does not go flat right away, you are probably dehydrated. But a nurse taught me that. But see, mine it's going back, but there's a little crease at the top, so I'm a little dehydrated and I should probably get my water on. So, all right, card number 3. yesterday was a good one. Yesterday was about the law of attraction and manifestation and all those good things, and really kind of getting into self. So this one is law of attraction again. Again, these cards are all in order. So 1 through 60, they are going to probably lead one into the other, to the other, to the other. So it's just about really kind of following along and paying attention and realizing that even though some cards may feel like they're clicking in on the same thing as the previous day, they're actually moving you. You know, they're moving you across the, and around the board of life, right? Or getting into the vortex, getting into self-awareness. I know the word vortex loses people at times, so that's why I kind of changed it to getting into self-awareness, because that's really what the vortex is, getting into self. So, card number 3. The law of attraction assembles all cooperative relationships. The law of attraction assembles all cooperative relationships. So there is this vortex of becoming, a vortex that contains all of the requests, all of the amended requests, each and every detail of each and every asking that has emanated from you. And the law of attraction is responding to that. The vortex is literally drawing in all things necessary for the completion of every request it contains. All cooperative components are being summoned and are coming for the completion of these creations, for their answering of these questions, and for the solutions to these problems. So I think, so it says right here, right? It contains all the requests, all the amended requests, each and every detail of every asking that is emanated from you. So when you put a request out there, when you put a prayer out there, a manifestation, setting an intention, try to be very, very detailed. And I say that because you don't want to put something out there and be like, oh, I'm so happy and grateful that I have this, and then like a day later, but I mean, it could be this close to coming to you, but because you've amended it, the universe or your higher power is saying, okay, now I gotta, it's like literally a Monopoly board going to jail and having to go back to, start, do not collect $200. So, or in Chutes and Ladders, right? Where you get on that big ladder and you slide all the way back down to the beginning. It's basically like that. So when you're saying your prayer, setting your intention, or putting out your manifestation, try to be as detailed as possible. Don't just, it's okay to write some things down, and because sometimes we just move past it, right? We're like, oh, okay, that's fine. That's just what I asked for. So, and then you kind of forget about it and you're like, whoa, that happened. But when it's something very detailed, give it some thought. I'm so happy and grateful for, or, whoever your higher power is, please, thank you for bringing this to me. And whatever it is that you want, put the detail in it. It's not asking too much, because you're trying to make it it's like that whole thing, this or something better, right? You are giving your higher power, your spirit guides, the universe, whatever it is that you lean in towards, you're giving them that wiggle room. You're taking them out of the sandbox that you put them in, which doesn't give them much room at all, right? Because it's usually small. And you're giving them this whole big field to run around in and say, okay, let's see if I can do this, or let's see how we can make this happen. And remember, if you're trying to manifest a relationship, you can't necessarily manifest a specific person. Everybody has free will, including you. You never know. Somebody might be out there trying to manifest you, but everybody has free will. So, make it detailed. I'm so happy and grateful for, or something better. Because whoever it is you're trying to bring into your life, that may not be the one. And so when you say something better, you will get the one that is meant for you. And sometimes, you never know. You might be putting something out there for somebody and they might be the one. But we don't know that for sure. Okay? I guess sometimes you might know it for sure. But what I'm saying is that everybody has free will. So you have to give it time. I know patience is a bitch. I freaking hate patience. Patience is not my strong suit. I'm working on it. I'm trying really, really hard to be patient, but I've been patient for a long time. But I realize that when we do try to manifest things, the more we hyper focus on it, the harder it is for it to manifest. Because you might be putting in a different energy. You might have this this, take this box, right? You're saying, okay, here, universe, God, my higher power, my source, whoever it is that you lead in towards. You might be saying, here's my manifestation, my prayer, my intention, and all the details are written inside, right? You're like, here it is. And then you start hyper focusing on it, and you're watching it like you're waiting for, the pot to boil. And you start putting the wrong energy in it. See, when you first hand it off, you're like, ooh, this is going to be so exciting. This is going to be so neat. I can't wait to see what happens or how it works out. And then all of a sudden you're like, well, it hasn't happened yet. So what's happening? But while you're staring into this box, you're putting all the wrong intentions into it. You're putting all the wrong vibes into it. Why isn't this happening? Why is it taking so long? And you're basically saying it's not happening, take forever, to whoever's trying to bring this to you. So you have to set it, give it to whoever it is you're setting these intentions and manifestations and prayers with, and put the damn thing down and push it away. It's hard, I know. And if you do have this box in your hand right as you're ready to hand it off, right? And you get that bad thing into your head, you say, you know what? I do not wish to manifest that into reality. Just keep my intention as it is. And this is why I say it's very, very important to be, detailed in what it is you're asking for. It's okay. You don't have to sit there and say, well, I'd like an ass load of money. Okay. Be specific. Be very specific. If you have a small ass, you're not going to have that much money, right? So, I know, bad analogy, but what I'm saying is that sometimes we need to be specific. We need to give them the wiggle room. We need to give them the space to create for us. If you hire a painter and it's someone that comes highly recommended and you want a portrait done and you're sitting here thinking, okay, I'd really like to give this as a gift. Here's a picture that I would like for you to turn into a painting. Are you going to stand over the artist's shoulder who comes highly recommended, is probably expensive, and say, well, I think that's wrong? No, you're going to let them do their work. You're going to let them create that masterpiece for you because you were handing something off and you were trusting them. You're not going to sit there and go, well, no, you know what? I have a little wrinkle right here or right here. And, because maybe it's a portrait of you that you're giving to someone else. Or maybe it's a portrait of a pet, right? Well, their whisker is not that long right now. Well, it probably was when you took the picture, okay? So when you hand something off, hand it off. You have to trust, okay? I truly, truly believe that the word trust and believe is going to come up quite a lot while we're on this adventure, this 60 card adventure, all right? We're only 3 in, and already every single day the word trust and believe has come up. Well, actually, I'm not sure if it did on day 1, but it definitely did yesterday. Yesterday, when you use the law of attraction, when you put out your prayer, praying is the same as the law of attraction. It just depends on who your higher power is. That's the word I've been looking for, the words. So, your source, your higher power. I love all of them. I think they all work in their own way in my life, and that works for me. But you have to trust and you have to believe. Again, it's like giving that person, that artist, that highly recommended, expensive artist, your picture, and say, someone who does that, right? Takes a picture of someone, or, has the portraiture and knows how to do something, or even if you're sitting there and they're painting you or just getting the basics down, you're not going to tell them how to do their job. You're going to trust that they are going to do exactly what it is that you have asked of them. And you have to trust that they will. And I know that can be hard because we all want to see the finished project. We all want to be a part of it. But manifesting, setting intentions, praying, it's all very personal. And, it's all very important because your higher power wants the best for you. The universe wants the best for you. And like I said, they are going to bring you whatever your vibration is. So if you're stupid like me and you're constantly saying, well, how come nobody wants to fall in love with me? How come it's because I'm saying these dumb things. Don't be me. Okay, make me your poster child. Do not do what Shelly Marie does, because it doesn't work. Well, it does work. See, I keep saying, why not me? And which means I'm constantly pushing things away. And I've recently kind of stopped that and kind of gotten out of my head and gotten back into who I am, which I have to tell you, which is why I think I'm in this spiral right now. I almost didn't want to do today's show, but something told me I had to do it, because I can't. Changing bad habits is mind-blowing for me. It is so difficult, because this is years and decades of just putting out the wrong thing, being negative, trying to be this happy-go-lucky, happy-joy person, and a lot of times that being the fake it till you make it deal. But I am a better person now. I am a happier person now. And, I'm coming to terms with the fact that I will have these mental spirals, that I do have a dinged up mental health. And sometimes there are going to be things that I have to focus and zero in on. And maybe that's just it. I have to remove the stigma of shame from it. Because, you think you're healed and you're better, and you're like, well, why the hell is this still happening? But don't be me. Okay? If any part of this resonates with you, rethink your strategy. Don't say, why me? Or why doesn't anybody want me? Say, who out there is meant for me? And maybe things will start to change. What is meant for me? What beautiful things out there are meant to be mine? What joyful things, are heading to me now? Instead of feeling like you're being run over by the boulder in Indiana Jones, think of yourself as being tackled by a bunch of cute little puppies or kittens that are just like, you're just so much joy and love. Look at it that way. Something furry. May knock you off your feet, but you're getting licks and kisses and all these little fur baby kisses, and it just makes you happy. And if you're not into that, think of it as, someone just running in at you and hugging you. Think on the positive side. Don't think in the negative. Don't think in the why don't I have. Okay? That's the half glass empty. Be a half glass full person. Okay? And for anybody who doesn't know that analogy, when you set a cup in front of somebody and the water is only filled halfway, you ask them, here's some water, and they'll be like, why is it only, why is it half empty? That's a person who usually is probably not in a good place. So that's why when you hear the analogy, glass half full type of person, it means it's somebody who's looking on the positive. They're saying, oh, well, okay, thanks for the water. I mean, yay, it's a glass half full, right? You can always ask for more. Instead of being angry and saying, well, why'd they only bring me half a glass of water? So there you go. All right. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day today. Please, please, please take care of yourselves. I am going to go see if I can get my head straight once and for all, because, I'm telling you, it's just one of those days where it's just, I think it's finally at a head. And, I know I can get this under control. And I know if I can, you can. So remember, when you are manifesting, when you are putting your intentions out there, when you are praying, do it from a good place. Do it from a solid place. When you hand that box off of your intention, or different boxes of all your intentions, make each box a separate intention. Each dish, each container that you're handing off to them, give it to them in trust. Give it to them knowing that you will get this or something better back. All right? We may not always get what we ask for, but we're going to get what we need, what is meant to be ours. Okay, so again, I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. Please take care of yourselves. I'll be back here tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Facebook Live. All lives are public under Shelly Marie Lucas. I also upload these to the Aloha Perspective with Shelly Marie Lucas on YouTube And I share this also to my Facebook page, The Aloha Perspective. If you're on Twitter, you'll probably find it there as well. And I do the short version of these on TikTok. So if you don't want to sit here all day and listen to me yammering about it, you can go to TikTok and just hear the card and be like, bye, and come up with your own ideas of how that works. All right. So again, and that's with the Aloha Perspective as well on TikTok. And I do upload the short version, the TikTok versions to Instagram as well. So again, I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching.